So hello, and welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and also support my small business at latricelimited.com. So, we're going to get right into this. We're going to talk about your boy, Jussie Smollett, all right? So, as you guys know with Jussie Smollett, if you don't, I'll give you a quick little synopsis of what happened. So, he said that he was a victim in 2019, I believe, around January-ish. He said he was a victim of a hate crime. He said that while he was in Chicago getting Subway, that he was, attacked by two MAGA guys, make America great again guys, and bleach was thrown on him, and he had a noose tied around his neck. So that's pretty much what he was saying happened to him. And he went back to the hotel or whatever. He called the cops, and now we have what we have. Now, I'm going to put in my little opinion first, and then we're going to get to the article that I have over here. So, about this story, from the details I heard anyways, and I know people are like, oh man, he lying. Then you got the people that are like, wait, no, he ain't lying, y'all. He's telling the truth, whatever, right? So, from the details I heard, it was, exactly what I said. But I heard that he was in Chicago in negative 20 degree or whatever it was. It was definitely like negative, double digits, negative 20-degree weather. He was in a hotel. He walked to Subway at 2 in the morning. Someone, two guys who ended up being like two black Jamaican guys, but he said they were like racist white people or something. They beat him up. He said that there was bleach thrown on him and a noose around his neck, and he got a Subway sandwich or whatever. He walked all the way back to the hotel. Mind you, a negative 20 degrees. Walked all the way back to the hotel and, called the cops, said blah, blah, with the noose still around his neck and a nice Subway sandwich still intact. I don't know about you, but if someone attacked me like that in the way that he said it, I ain't picking up a sandwich. Now, if it was your phone that fell or something, fine, because obviously whatever, but you're picking up a sandwich after this brutal hate crime attack. And this is why people were like, okay, are you telling the truth, Jussie, or are you lying? I don't know. So he had his court hearing a couple days ago. I actually watched the video. It was about I think it was about a 10-ish minute video, something like that. And they had the judge, giving him his sentence and whatnot. And I'm going to get into that. I will say the judge was just like, pretty much he was just like, why, dude? What are you doing? Why did you do this? I don't want to ruin your career, but you're doing that. So I do want to help you, have something after, what I'm about to give to you, what I'm about to lay down. And that's when we go to this. All right. So over here, it says Jussie Smollett sentenced to 150 days in jail for lying to police in a hate crime hoax. All right. So I'm just going to read a little bit of it just to give you guys, some information. If you can't see this that well, I'm not sure if you can. It says former Empire's actor. Empire was it was that music show with Taraji P. Henson, and Terrence Howard. It was based on like Hustle and Flow, the movie, if you didn't know what that was. So it was sentenced Thursday to 30 months of felony probation. So in the video, in the court video, so it said 30 months of felony probation. So what he said was, during the 30 months, you are still, obviously after you serve your time, he's like, you're still able to travel around the United States and whatnot. So this happened in Chicago. This is, Cook County. He said you don't need to stay in Illinois. So if you have to go to Los Angeles for, acting role or whatever. And I believe he also sings. So stuff like that. He said if you need to go to New York, you're free to do so. So I don't want to hinder your career progressing in any other way. Some people may say his career is done. I don't think so personally, but the judge did not want to stop him from, kind of bettering himself, getting money, making money and stuff like that. So that's why he allowed him to be able to move freely. Some will agree, some will disagree, but it is what it is. Um, it also says he also has 150 days in jail on top of that 30 months of probation. He also has to pay more than $120,000 and a $25,000 fine for making false reports. And that is pretty much what he gets. So to sum it up, it's the 30 months felony probation. It's 150 days in jails, Cook County Jail. It is $120,000, excuse me, that he has to pay as well, and the fine for lying, essentially. I mean, that's what it is, which is $25,000. So some people say he's getting off easy, some don't. My opinion on it, well, this is what the situation is. He is being made an example. Okay, they're making an example out of him. That's why he's getting prison time. Because if you really think, jail time. Because if you really think about it, he didn't really. It's not like he was like, yeah, and Dante did this and Alice did that and da da da. Hey, get them in jail, y'all. Get these people. He didn't really do that. You know what I mean? He didn't really hurt anyone in that way. Now, what I will say is this. He hurt the black community, like in specific. It was no one specifically that he really hurt. But in my opinion, you hurt the black community and you hurt the gay community. Because if there are hate crimes, people will refer to this case, and if people are already racist, as it is, people will refer to this case and say, well, he was gay and he lied, so maybe you're lying too. Or, well, you see, y'all black people always want to say hate, but he was lying too, so you're probably lying as well. So it puts a bad taste in other people's mouth when other people are actually telling the truth, because you lied. Because you said, oh, well, this happened to me and da da da, and nothing really happened to you. So it affects people in total, not just him. It affects the black community, both genders. It affects gay people as well, whatever color you are in that retrospect, because it's like, well, he was gay and he was black and he lied about this. So who's to say you're not lying about your hate crime? And it kind of denounces what is going on in actual people's lives, because he went and made this crazy, accusation over here. And I mean, that's really the problem with this entire situation. It's really upsetting. And in this video over here, I'm not sure if this is the exact one, how much they're going to play of it, but over here, he was saying, after the judge, said like, here's your sentence, here's your 150 days, your 30-month probation, $120,000 and $25,000. He was like, respectfully, I respect your decision, but I didn't do this. And he was saying, I'm not suicidal. I'm not suicidal. I'm not suicidal. And I was like, why are you saying this? Your lawyers tell you to say certain things, but I'm like, why are you saying this? Then he said, if something happens to me in there, just know I'm not suicidal. I didn't do it. But then I was reading this other article that was saying how he's like in a psych ward, or however long he was in. I think it was for like a day or 2 days or something like that. He was in a psych ward, and then he is now back into like his regular cell. So I don't know. And this is what makes it so difficult, because you did lie. That whole thing of the boy who cried wolf. You kept lying, and everyone believed you. And then now, it was a lie. And then now you're telling the truth. Ain't nobody believing you. So I don't know if this is like a stunt he's pulling, or if this is like so traumatic for him. I just don't know exactly what it is. Some people said that, he may have a mental disorder. Some people say that he is a narcissist. I don't know either way. I don't know what it could be. I think he may be a narcissist, because, I mean, he didn't even admit his guilt. That was the thing. He didn't even admit, like, okay, I'm guilty. I'm sorry, y'all. I shouldn't have done this. My bad that I did this. And that's the problem. It's like you're not really owning up to what it is that you did, because, I mean, do you just not think that it was a problem? I mean, what was the reasoning for you even doing that? What was the reasoning for it? I mean, it's not like you were going to get like record deals or something. What was the point of lying and saying it? But in the court, he's like, I didn't do it, I didn't do it, I didn't do it. But there's no evidence that proves that this actually happened, because the scenario was so crazy. You were in Chicago. It was negative minus like 20 degrees. You went out to go to Subway, which I'm sure were blocks away, and it wasn't right next door. Because in Chicago, I was in that area around that time as well. And around that time, and I remember how cold it was. For me, it was like negative 10 or 12. And even with that, I was listening to Chicago news too. And they were like, yo, if you go outside for like 10 minutes, you could be at serious risk of getting frostbite. So you're telling me you went out for a Subway sandwich and it's like negative 20 degrees? That doesn't make any sense. And that's what other people were saying. Like, that makes no sense. No one's doing that at 2 a.m. when you're in a hotel, when you could just go and get, something from over there. Or if there's something nearby, and I get, it's 2 a.m, but that's crazy. This whole scenario it was just ridiculous. It sounded so ridiculous. I personally don't think that he really should have gotten jail time for it. But it's like, I get, they're trying to make an example out of him, but I just really don't think that jail time was the thing that he should have gotten, because you didn't hurt anyone specifically, but because, I mean, you're already paying $120,000 over here, $25,000 over here, and you're going to be on 30-month probation where you could literally come and go as you please. So you're now going to get 150 days, which to some may be light, but jail is jail at the end of the day, and it's like you didn't really specifically hurt anyone, but as I said, they're making an example out of him. Definitely want to know how you guys feel about this, because I know there's mixed feelings. There's people that saying, oh, free him. And there's some people that are like, nah, man, he should have gotten more. And then you got the people like me that are like, nah, I just don't think he really should have been in jail, because he didn't really, this isn't one of those crimes in my opinion. Because, I mean, I get you lied, but the fines and all of that should have been enough. But I guess the reason why they did give him jail time is because he is a celebrity. He probably is a millionaire. So 100 and what? 120, 125, that's not really, that's not significant enough. So that's probably why they did give him the jail time, because it's like, okay, money is probably nothing for you. So here's something like hard time to make you really think about what you did. That's what I think that whole thing is about. But I definitely would like to know what you guys' opinions are about this whole situation. Are you pro? Are you against? Or are you somewhere in the middle? I would definitely like to know. But until next time, I hope you enjoyed, and definitely I would like you guys to connect with me on the social medias.